Hello everyone, welcome to the Revamp Revolution. My name is Roz. I'm an upcycler and I love to take something that's been discarded and turn it into something useful and beautiful again. Now, if you're one of my regulars, great to see you back here again. If you're new to my channel, welcome. It's good that you're coming along on this journey with me. Okay, so are you like me, and do you like to layer up sometimes, have different levels of clothing that you've got on? So what I've got on today, I would like to replicate because I just find it so useful. You can wear it with a little lacy cami underneath with a pair of jeans, or do what I've done today, put it on with a tiered dress. Okay, so what I've done, I have thrifted this gorgeous shawl from a thrift store, and what I would like to do is to turn it into a little layering top like this one. All right, so come with me on my journey, follow me to the cutting table and let's have some fun. Well, here we are at the cutting table. Now I've cut a pattern off this top myself, which is what I normally do. If I've got something and I like the fit of it, I'll just cut a pattern off it. Now the front and the back are exactly the same, so I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible, and it will be cut on the fold. So the measurements are from the shoulder to the waist is 15 inches. From the bottom of the neckline to the waist is 13 inches. Now across the bottom, I needed 44 inches. So what I did, I made it 11 inches and then added an extra ½ an inch just for seams. And so what I did for the neckline, I just measured in from the shoulder point 7 inches, made a mark, and then there's the 13 inches up from the waist to the bottom of the neckline, and then I just free drew the neckline in. So the back and the front will be exactly the same. Now when it comes to the sleeve, I just do a straight sleeve. Across the top is 17 inches and the bottom is around the wrist is 13 inches, and I could have done it a little longer, but I wouldn't have had enough fabric, so I made it 19 inches in length. Okay, so now it's time to start cutting. So what I did, I folded my shawl both widthways and lengthways, and that way I'm cutting the back and the front together. All right, so what I've done also, this material tends to walk a little bit when you're cutting, etc. So I've put some clips down the side just to hold it in place so it doesn't wander on me while I'm cutting. Now I'm putting my weights down. Okay, and then I'm going to start cutting. Okay, so here we go. So all that lovely fringing is going to be at the bottom, just like the top I'm wearing. Very simple pattern. But the type of fabric that it is, it's going to fall really nicely. So now we'll do the neckline. Okay, so we've got back and front cut. So, first bit's done. Right, now the sleeve. Okay, So what I'm going to do now, I'll unclip the rest of the fabric and I'm going to open it out like so, spread it out, and I'm going to place the sleeve pattern on it, just like so. So I've got just enough length to give me the 19 inches. Straighten it up. There we go. And I might even have a little bit of fabric left over to make something else. I'll put it in my stash. It's beautiful fabric. Okay, straighten it up. And start cutting. So this type of top, you know, it'll lend itself to any situation. The colours are just beautiful. And I think it's going to fall really nicely, which is what you want, you know. It'll be casual enough to wear, you know, just somewhere casual, or dress it up a little bit and wear it out. It's not too heavy, so it's perfect for autumn and spring. Okay, nearly there. There we go. So I'll take the weights off. And now we've got our sleeve cut out. Very simple. All right, so now it's time to hit the sewing machine. And I'm going to start with the shoulder seams on the main part of the top. Meet me at the sewing machine. The shoulder seams are all stitched, and while I was at it, I did a row of stay stitching around the neckline. Okay, so the next step is attaching the sleeve. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open my top out with the right side up, and then I'm going to take one of my sleeves. Now, the wider side it goes at the shoulder. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to find my halfway point on the sleeve, and then right sides together. I'm going to put that halfway point on the shoulder seam of our top, and I'm going to pin it right here. Okay, and I'll pin the others. Very simple, flowy little top. Sewing wasn't meant to be complicated in my world. Okay, so that sleeve number 1 is pinned, and we're going to do exactly the same thing with sleeve number 2. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my sleeve and get the wider part at the top. I'm going to find the halfway point. Okay, and that halfway point is going to go right side down on the shoulder seam of our top. And I'm going to pin that there, like so. Too easy. Okay. Here we go. And the other side, all pinned together. And then I'm going to go to my machine and stitch them on. Okay, come over to the machine with me. So I'm just going to do a straight stitch to attach the sleeve to the main part of the top. I'll give it 1/4 inch seam allowance, and then to neaten it, I'm going to neaten it on the overlocker. Okay, here we go. Now, because this is a fabric that frays quite easily, I'm going to finish it off with a neatening of that seam with my overlocker, but you could quite easily just use your normal sewing machine with a zigzag stitch. So the sleeves are stitched, okay, and while I was at my overlocker, I decided to do a neatening stitch along the edge of the sleeve at the cuff line. So the next step is to stitch up the side seams and the rest of the sleeve. So I'll turn it inside out and I will line up the bottom to make sure it's even and pin it. It's just such beautiful fabric. It just is going to fall so nicely. Oops. Here we go. Lining everything up. And the sleeve. Beautiful colours. I'm already thinking about how I can style this up. Okay. It's got a real bohemian look about it. Okay, one sleeve is pinned. Now the other. Again, making sure the bottom of the top is even. Okay, pinning. And then under the arm, and the sleeve end. Make sure that's even, pin it, and the rest of the sleeve. Okay, all pinned up. So let's get stitching. So I'm just going to do a straight stitch and sew on a matching bias binding onto our little layered top. Off we go. So here it is, all done. So I did a straight stitch with a contrasting cotton around the edge of the cuff. I put a contrasting bias binding around the neck, and it's all finished. Okay, so the next step is I'm going to put it on and you'll get to see what the finished product looks like on. Okay, so stick with me, I'll be back. Okay, here it is, our little layering top. From a thrift shop shawl to this. Okay, it's a great little top that you can wear in so many different ways. And on that note, when you finish watching my tutorial, please go over to my YouTube shorts and you'll see a video of me wearing this top in several different ways, just so that you can see the versatility of it. All right, now I'd like to direct you at the moment to a group of people that I am involved with called the Refashion Rebels. They're a great group of people. They're upcyclers or people who are interested in doing upcycling and sewing and all sorts of crafty things. So what we do is free to join. If you want a bit of extra bonuses, you can become a premium member. We get together about once a week on a Zoom call. But if you've got a problem with your upcycling or a question, you know, to do with something you've come up against to do with it or the technical side of it, you can put it in the message section and there'll be someone there who will help you out. Okay, so it's a really great group. I'll put a link in my descriptions for you. Now, it's just been wonderful to have you along on this journey with me, and I hope you've gained something from it. Go out and get yourself a shawl and make yourself one. It's fun, okay? And I'll see you next time.